are live. Hey, you guys, it has been a minute. This coronavirus had everybody shut down, but here we are. This
This
is
down.
Illustrate Radio, powered by Bliss FM. Happy Wednesday, everybody. We're going to make sure we still kick y'all that good urban news, bring y'all still some flavor with a little bit of music. I got my girl Lucky with me. What up, Lucky?
What up, everybody? How y'all doing? So happy to be here. This Corona have everybody like under lock and key. Like, well, not me, but just
Yeah.
everybody else. Like,
Yo, this quarantine has got your girl down. And of course, I'm T Gray. Chalk's not here today, you guys, but we make sure we're going to have her black ass in here next week.
ASAP,
So
we
we
miss you,
going
boo. We miss you.
yes, we do. Yes, we do. So are you ready, Lucky?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's get into it.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump in first things first with T Gray's Love. And so this week is Love and Corona Rules. Okay, because what y'all not going to do out here in these streets is keep breaking these Corona rules. And it's just one too many of these higher ups, these celebs just doing dumb shit. Okay, so I don't know if you all were a fan of the movie Superfly, but I enjoyed it. And the character Eddie was played by a young actor, Jason Mitchell. Jason Mitchell is also on The Shy. He's a dope actor, but in real life, just a dumb dude. So Jason Mitchell recently got arrested in Mississippi. He's facing 4 felony charges, 2 possessions with intent to sell, 2 weapons charges. Now, this is what I want to know. Okay, first off, the coronavirus is out here, you guys. We on quarantine. What you doing outside, Jason Mitchell? Why you outside? You outside, no mask, no gloves, but you got your guns and your weed. Talk to me, Jason Mitchell. Okay, call me. Tell me why you were. Why weren't you
He
on
was he
lockdown?
had to go get the strap. He was ready.
Listen, his ass was supposed to be at home. Okay, that's where he was supposed to be. Had you had your mask
Yeah, hold on,
on,
wait.
it wouldn't have known it was you. Had your gloves
Yes,
on, wouldn't have been
yeah,
no prints
true.
on nothing. But here you go.
Mm-hmm.
Who gets 4 felony counts on the coronavirus? You're supposed to be
There
chilling.
was 4.
Okay,
Yeah, like 4.
dumb. Like, that's just stupid to me. You're supposed to be in the house, Jason Mitchell. And I love him as an actor, but that's dumb as hell. I need you to start following these corona rules because they will save your life. Okay. Next up, for
Ah,
violating these rules, Mike Pence.
keep your kids
First
in
off,
lockdown
Mike
now.
Pence is not my vice president. Okay. So I'm gonna call him y'all vice president. Why he running around the hospital with no mask on? Of all the places to go, okay, you and your white group of friends who's not practicing social distancing chose to peruse the hospital. And the main thing they do, I take my dad to the hospital Monday through Friday. They take your temperature,
Mm.
make sure your ass got on a mask. If you ain't got on a mask, guess where you're not going? You're not going in the hospital. But somebody let his ass up in there, and it's a picture, of course, on the internet. Him surrounded by hospital staff, surrounded by, his Secret Service and all these other people. Everybody got on the mask, but his dumb ass. So I'm not saying that I wish he gets coronavirus, but I wish that he would at least try to act as if, hey, I'm in this with you. You know what I mean? That's what you should get
Mm.
from president, vice president. But instead, here go your dumb ass out here now following the corona rules. Okay. So I'm gonna need everybody to
Oh,
move forward. You don't believe that? You
I
don't believe he
don't
should have been
know.
in there with no mask?
I mean, it's the whole mask thing anyway. To me, is like I believe the corona's a cold. I believe that if you've gotten the flu shot, there's going to be more susceptible to actually attracting it. I'm not saying that no one, black people can't get it. However, I'm just saying that in general, if you keep your immune system high, you eat good, and all that other good stuff, then you don't really have nothing to worry about because apparently it's not supposed to be airborne. And having a mask on actually affects your breathing. It actually lowers your hemoglobin levels, which actually makes you more susceptible to the virus. So when I see people wearing the same mask that they wear inside a hospital, grocery stores, outside, even outside jogging, It's just kind of like, you're gonna
So
wear that same mask in your car, you know?
I get what you're saying to a certain extent. Now, the masks that most people wear in the public in general, of course, those masks are made to keep your hands out your own face. So
Face,
the
okay.
virus lives on several different surfaces.
Surfaces.
And even if I brush up against you, touch you, what have you, or touch something metal, didn't touch my face, it's a means of protection for me. But when I say that if a hospital has now changed the rule that this is what you got to do before you come in
Yeah, then you should
as a
apply. You should
protection,
abide by that.
as a
Yeah,
protection for yourself, you
yeah.
shouldn't. You know, you
Abide
should do
by
that.
it. Abide
And
by it.
yeah, and I hear you on the keeping your immune system up and things of that nature. But to be honest with you, there are healthy people who have caught the coronavirus and have died. People,
Yeah,
they may not publish
yeah.
it
And I
as
also
much
believe
in
they
the
got the flu
media,
shot.
but it was kids
Hmm.
dying, and they didn't talk about, they said, oh, well, kids can't get it. No, it's kids who have died from it. It's
It's
healthy people in their 20s, in their 30s, in their 40s,
30s.
in their
Yeah,
50s, healthcare workers, doctors, people who, first off, doctors and healthcare workers were obligated to get flu shots. If you work in a hospital, you're obligated to get a flu shot. It's
obligated to
part of
get. If you
you.
work in a nursing home, Yep. If you're, and it affects people differently.
People,
Hmm.
right, of all things across the board. But I just want people to start following the rules. Until the rules change, I'm gonna need y'all
Hmm.
from the bottom all the way up. All these little thugs out here when you're making your transactions. Okay, I don't want
Wear
to
your
get your weed and
gloves.
you get okay. Do yes, be smart
Right.
about it. Be smart about it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. I walk around with my gloves. I got my Lysol wipes. I got my essential oils. I got all of that stuff because I deal with people on a regular basis. So I want y'all to know that I'm
Right,
always protective. What I need people to stop doing though, stop wearing the gloves that you use to pump the gas and get back in your car. Can y'all please stop doing
right.
that? And then also make sure that there's a trash can around because there are gloves all over the parking lots. They're everywhere now. Cause I
Mm,
mean, at least be
people,
mindful that y'all being nasty, man. Act like I got some home training, man.
just a little bit, just a little bit. So lucky, come on and hit us with this. Just my luck.
Oh man, so it is okay. So it's just my luck that I what's the word that I want to use? That I've been having to go back to work and like deal with people like on a regular basis, and people are teleworking and they're going crazy like teleworking, right? And I just want to say, I got it made. Like we're kind of good. Stop complaining about not having enough work. Just go with it.
Mhm.
Send your little two sentences and just go with it. Don't let work because you have to when you're teleworking as well. You're overwhelmed because you're being a mom, you're being a doctor, you're being a nurse, you're being a personal chef. It's a lot going on. So I always tell people try to figure out with your to-do list, make an accomplished list for the day as well.
Mhm.
Say I got this accomplished so that you don't get so overwhelmed that you're over here complaining about not having enough work. I'm like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So
They need to send some of them
create your
people over to Social Security, unemployment office, all these other places that's
like
overrun.
that's what I'm saying. Y'all get
Send
paid
their
a
asses
lot of
over there.
money. Y'all getting paid a lot of money to like do nothing. So just do nothing and enjoy your time off. It really irks my nerve that people are complaining and very ungrateful during this time when we're able to work. We're able. Some of us still receive the stimulus check. Shout out to that. Even though it's a loan as well. But but some of us are getting food stamps and stuff like that. Y'all getting a lot of benefits. So I don't know, man. Maybe do some yoga, some meditating or something like that in the morning. Smoke some weed every now and then.
So,
Can I say that? All right. Uh,
yes,
do
yes,
something
you can.
like, yeah. If you got a drink at 11 o'clock, do all of that.
Get all that together. And
So
it's
yeah, that's
funny
just my
that you
little
say that.
rant. I'm sorry.
No, no, it's okay. It's funny that you say that because one of my best friends, love him to death, but he is now teleworking and he hates it. So he'll call me, I'm so bored. I don't know what to do. I'm like, get the off my phone. Like, I'm
Go
doing
watch
something. I'm
Netflix. Like,
Do something with your life. Don't call me. I don't want to hear
pick a
about it. Like,
hobby.
one, and this guy makes great money. Oh, I still gotta manage. I gotta do this. It's like you act like you're so hard on you. Sit down, put your feet up, click your little buttons, and do stuff. Find something else to do. But some people that they cannot handle. They can't handle it.
Nah,
They can't handle it. Oh,
man. No, I'm picking up every hustle I can. You know what I'm saying? I'm a true Jamaican. I'm gonna find something to do. And there's always something to be done. So like y'all get it together. Be grateful that you're even getting a
so,
full check. Some people still out here waiting for unemployment.
yeah. So, what is it that you think you might do different once this is over? Like, if you had your coronavirus resolution list, you know what I mean? Once this is over, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. Do you have a list like that of stuff you ready to do?
Yes, girl. Yes. Okay, so so first, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I was really thinking about, adding a little bit more of love up here because my kids suck the life out of me. So I was gonna do a fat transfer. Actually, that's on my list.
So, when you gonna take it from and where you gonna put it? You might as well tell the people where we going,
No, look,
where we
so
gonna
I
see
got
this
some gut.
transfer.
Yeah. Okay, so it's gonna be from that little love handle that you get from that you. I'm trying to get rid of. Hold on, let me show you. Let me show you. Hold on, I'm trying to get rid of it. It's not. You see, like this when you
I love this.
hide this right here. That right there, I'm trying to get rid of that. Okay, it is not going anywhere. I
Okay.
eat extremely healthy. I'm always eating smoothies. I don't know what I'm doing, so I want to move that and move it up here, all natural.
Do you
But
hit your ad?
and I huh? You said what?
No, do you hit your abs? Do you exercise? Do you hit your abs? You hit your
Yes,
core.
I do.
You gotta bang
My
that core out
sister,
2 hours before you go to bed.
my sister is like death on the wheel. I mean, she's life, but she kills me every time. So it's just I have to be more, I guess, consistent with her on a regular basis and actually find the consistent time to work out because she's very
Okay.
good at that. Like, yeah, she's really good at that. So, but of course, I want to travel. I think I'm gonna just chill though. I have a lot of goals and things that I want to do for the rest of the year for my businesses and stuff like that. So I honestly want to say, but I definitely want to travel. I want to be on somebody's beach island, even if it's by myself. Like I need to be in some hot weather, a bathing suit, and a drink and a spliff, having a good old time. Like,
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with
what
that.
about
Ain't
you?
nothing wrong with that. My ambitions is way low. I just want to have sex. So, in the
See, I
house,
wasn't.
with kids. Okay. I get out the house to take my dad to his appointments. My dad, he's a cancer patient. So I just want to have
I
sex.
love it.
Pure, unadulterated, no mask, no gloves. Take
No,
this wig off
oh
and let's see.
yes, take this again.
That's it.
Oh,
That's all I
pull
want.
this natural hair,
Matter of
all
fact,
that.
I don't even want to take my wig off first. I want to have sex so hard that my wig comes off by itself. So come on, Corona.
Yeah,
I need
look,
this to hurry up,
whole
get
time.
me in a better
Look,
mood, you know.
yeah,
I
talking
need
about
all
that,
my
I'm so sensitive. I'm so sensitive to everything now that I'm not having any kind of, and I'm actually like kind of holding myself and putting myself on pause. And like when the
ain't nothing wrong
water
with that.
and the wind blow, I just be like, "Ooh, hold
Oh,
up, wait, I wasn't ready yet." It makes you super sensitive. You're super sensitive to everything. I'm all crying over shit like, "Oh my god, you got a scholarship? That's so great!" I'm crying over everything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm ready too. I think I'm with you on that one. I just was trying not to think about it and be all
I'm
politically correct
sorry.
and shit.
I
Cause
gotta be I ain't worried about no fat transfer. I need to transfer this box.
hold on, wait. Look, beam me up, Scotty. Can you beam her up? Can you beam us up? Beam us up, Scotty.
So,
Shoot.
guys, we're going to move on into our spit that ish because even though Corona is going and messing up things, these entertainers are still going
People
to give
gonna.
us something.
Mhm.
So, first things first, um, Fat Joe has a live IG show. I've chimed in a couple of times. It's pretty good. The other day he was on there. Diddy was on there chopping it up with him. Um, kind of toying around with this idea of him and Dr. Dre doing the verses. And I could tell you guys that I am here for
Here
that.
for all of that. Yes.
Oh my God. If people thought that Teddy Riley and Babyface was going to do some damage, Diddy and Dr. Dre,
Diddy and Dr.
they
Dre,
whole
it's about to be
catalog.
lit. That
Oh
shit
my
gonna
God.
break the whole internet. Yeah, it's gonna break the whole internet. Mm.
So I am definitely for it. Swiss Beats, who in Timberland, they actually do put on the verses. And so Swiss was saying, they need to bring these two kings just for the culture. And I agree with him. I think it'd be awesome. What I agree, but don't agree with is it being pay per view. So people are going to have to pay for it now. It's not going to be on IG Live. So I think that if it was a post coronavirus thing, oh yeah, I'm all for it being pay per view. But during this time, and they know people aren't working and things of that nature, like y'all can't give us a little bit. Y'all can't give us just a
It's a little
sample. We
something.
had a whole baby face and Teddy Riley, but now we gotta pay for Diddy and Dr. Dre. Like that's not fair.
Nah, and that's not fair. That's not even right. Y'all wrong for that.
And that's two niggas that ain't hurting. Ain't neither one of them hurting for
Y'all can
a
do the
dollar, a
donation.
tip, or none of that. So, neither one of them. But am I here for all that good music? Like that's my childhood right there. That's my
Mm-hmm.
childhood right there. Bad
Mm-hmm.
boy, motherfucking Dr. Dre, The
Yep,
Chronic
yep.
was one of the very first CDs I had as a kid. I remember that.
I
Dr.
remember
Dre,
that. I remember the way
Snoop
it looked with the
Dogg,
little circle mirror joint.
Wu Tang
Mm-hmm.
Clan, like that's nostalgia. That's like I know everywhere, everywhere I'm and I've been a big fan. And he's done so many different things. I don't even think people really understand how much music he's really been behind. So I'm excited for it. If they do hit it with the pay per view, hopefully it won't be expensive. But I'm definitely here for it. Moving right along, another matchup that is going to be interesting is 3 6 Mafia and Bone Thugs and Harmony. Um, and it's it's a face off, but for them, they're not calling it a battle, which is a good thing. They're saying it's just a
They two totally
celebration
different
between
genres for me.
homies, you know what I mean, and just bringing that good music. And I think that'll be really really good. I'm a 3 6 Mafia fan. Okay, let me just go and get that off my chest.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All Thugs and
Yep.
Harmony. When I was a teenager, you couldn't tell me nothing. Okay, but as an adult, 3 6 Mafia. What? What?
Yeah, I loved
DJ
3-6
Paul,
even as a kid too, because I was.
Juicy J.
Yep.
Who else has
And what
an Emmy? I love them.
what was the girl's name? Not that guy had her CD too. She was in the Chicken Head song. I loved her album. They had two female artists that were signed to
I
them.
don't remember her name
I
either
can't
right
remember her
now,
name.
but
Damn,
yeah, I think it's
but yeah, that's gonna
definitely
be a
going to
dope
be
battle
promising
though.
between the two of them. They're going to be celebrating over 50 combined years of hits, which that's massive. They're going to be having limited edition collaboration merch, which I'm all for one of them t-shirts or something
Cool.
like that. Um,
What's
but I
up?
think that this is good. I think that Swiss Beats and Timberland have really started something amazing. Most people, you haven't heard of battle in a music genre like ever. You know what I'm saying? Way back when people, used to have dance battles or the DJs, but you ain't never heard of rapper to rapper, producer, singer. You know what I mean? I
The
think that that's
producer,
amazing.
yeah.
I think that this is something that we're going
Going
to
head
see
to
have a
head.
lot of longevity. Yeah, I think I can't wait. I'm gonna be a thuggish, ruggish, bone, crossroads, stay fly,
Bum.
popping my
It's the
collar,
thuggish
all of that, all of that.
part.
And jump, all of that. So
Nah, yeah, I
keeping
think
with
it's I think
these
this is I think
first,
it's a beautiful thing.
It is.
Sorry.
It is. Keeping with these verses. So, Babyface is going to host a Waiting to Exhale soundtrack special on Mother's Day. So,
Hmm.
Lucky, are you a mother?
That's let me tell you something. Yeah, I'm a mother, but that Waiting to Exhale album, I remember because remember it came with all the words to the song in the CD. So
I
like
missed
every
that.
so it had Mary J, it had Mary J, it had Lauren Hill. I mean, like it had jazz. You it that album, that soundtrack, okay, Whitney, Mariah, like that soundtrack was. I think Anita Baker was even on there as well, if I'm not mistaken. But that soundtrack was amazing. Faith Evans, SWV, like oh my god, it was epic. So I look forward to Babyface and his whole genre because yeah, he's put his hands on so
Now,
many
see,
different projects. It's been crazy.
they're saying that he's going to be doing this on the live. What would be dope is if he brought in every one of those artists to get on the live and sing their song. You know what I mean? Of course, you can't
Oh,
have Whitney
that would be
Houston,
so.
but
That would.
oh my God, that would be dope. But so if he did something like that, who do you think could bring Whitney Houston? Which artist out right now you
Mm.
think could deliver that for us? Get your
That's a hard. You
face.
gonna put me on the spot because I'm sitting there. I'm just like, I mean, whew,
Oh,
those octaves
King.
with those octaves. Mm,
What's oh gosh. I
I
can't even think of
mean,
her name.
somebody who can hit all of those
Fantasia,
octaves off. I'm about to say Fantasia brings the energy. She don't have the octaves. Mm-mm. Her octave scale ain't
Alicia
hitting.
Keys,
Alicia Keys possibly. And I know y'all gonna ping me for this, but she can hit them notes. Adele.
Adele, yes.
So
Yes,
you
she
know,
could. What about
yeah,
J
she can
Hud
hit.
though?
She
Jennifer
yeah, J
Hudson
Hud.
be good.
Oh, woo! That's who can bring it. J Hud. Okay, because she has the energy, she has the sass, the look. You know, what I'm saying the soul. Um, Yeah, and she would just do it for me. I'm kind of tired of Beyonce, and I don't really think Beyonce can hit those high ass octaves like that. I definitely think when it comes to being a vocalist, that I love B. She's the
Mm-hmm.
beast. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah, she's
but
an entertainer.
vocally, I
She's
definitely think that J. Yeah, she's a bomb. She's a definitely good singer, very well rounded vocals. But my girl, she's the shit. J her octaves are like that. She just doesn't really have a lot of good strong songwriters and producers. So yeah,
okay, all right.
that's actually.
So
And there was another
with
person
all of
too.
these live
Yeah.
streams and people um are getting back into regaining notoriety and building new revenues, income, wealth, what have you, because that's what's going to happen at the end of this coronavirus. Everything that people are building now, that's going to start bringing them their money and aftermath. And then with IG, people have taken IG live to from here to here. So now
Yeah.
Facebook announces that artists and businesses will be able to charge for their live streams. So that's going to be a whole new
Woo.
revenue stream. And I think that that will also bring about some changes, maybe in radio, maybe on TV, because now, you know, they're going to be like the Netflix, you know what I mean, of artists, so to speak. You know, between Facebook and Instagram, that's the way the world's going to be changing. What do you think about that?
I think that's actually pretty super dope. And but I think they should also offer it to like people who could possibly even not just artists, but who was I about to say? Because I did have a great opinion on. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm a little high. Let me get it together. Okay, so at least I'm keeping it in the bag. I'm keeping it in the bag today. I'm gonna keep it real factual. So I think that's pretty cool. that they're able to do that. But I also think that they should offer it to small business owners as well, maybe doing like, or chefs or people who have cooking classes. If you have a business page and you have a certain amount of followers or traction, because
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of online comedians or comedians, period, as well, who get paid from hits, but it would be really good to say if I go live and I'm talking about something, I have these people, or not even just comedians, but what they call them, speakers, motivational speakers, or like
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Brother Islam and those types of folks. It would be good to see them also be able to come up from something like this because they have the listeners, they have the people, and it'd be good to have that as a platform as well. Or even for people who are like us, like with podcasts and those types of things as well.
Mm-hmm.
If we build up to a certain amount of followers, just like with you, because YouTube technically already kind of does that. You know what I'm saying? So we could
Right,
do it on
right.
our personal page level where we have a lot more traction. That would be way more beneficial to people all around. And but hey, it's just my opinion. Sorry,
Yeah, so
my
Mark
smoothie is gone.
Zuckerberg, um, he is the creator of Facebook and ultimately owns Instagram and a lot of other entities. He's very, very smart, very, very smart on capitalizing um, on what's the in and what's the now and shifting the narrative on what's next. So Mark Zuckerberg, if you ever want an older black woman, um, I'm just, I ain't got nothing but 3 kids. You can toss some money at
Just
them.
three. He could. He good.
We can
He
make these
good.
multi-million billions. So
Keep that money.
Netflix is announcing the date for Michelle Obama's documentary, Becoming.
Yay.
After the awesome book that she wrote. Of course, it was a New York Times bestseller, a very, very good read. And I'm excited. So I am a Michelle Obama fan. I believe that she brings a air of realness and just true character that you don't always see, even from strong Black women in
Always.
media, entertainment, or whatever the case may be. She brings something else to the table that you really don't see. And her story is amazing. And her book was very, very good. So I'm excited for that. And I'm glad to see that Netflix is diving into that. It's a very, very smart move. The documentary is, I'm sorry, guys, because I have to read it from here, but y'all still love me later. The
Yeah, well, no,
documentary
girl,
is
you
the
got
first.
it because you've been flowing.
It's the project under the multi-layered deal that Michelle and President Barack Obama signed with Netflix. As previously reported, the 2018 deal allows their production company, Higher Ground Productions, to create a diverse mix of content, including the potential for scripted series, unscripted series, docuseries. So this is only going to be the first of many that you're going to see come from the
Oh, this is
Obamas.
gonna be dope.
Um,
Hmm.
I'm excited. I really, really am because they're just their perspective, their swag, and their vision. I'm all for that. They remind me of like a Will and a Jada. Will and Jada you can see what has their handprint on it when it comes to production, when it comes to different movie stuff that you might not even know that they made, but because of the story, because of how it's told, it's like, oh, you know what I
And how
mean? You
much
see that their name is
passion is put
like that.
into it. Hmm.
Yeah, most definitely. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm like I said, I'm a Michelle Obama fan. If I can get my arms back to my Michelle Obama arms, won't nobody be able to tell me nothing. Won't nobody be able to tell me nothing.
Oh yeah, I need to
So
get some of those because my baby is getting regular.
I get my arms back right. So our DJ Cyrus, you guys wasn't able to chime in tonight. We miss you though, sir. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that.
Yes,
But
we
me and Lucky
do
gonna
because
take
we need a ride.
we're gonna take a break though, you guys. We're gonna be back with our illustrate hot take. So tonight's hot take is how do you handle the mental side of the coronavirus is going to be 5 ways to protect your mental health during the coronavirus pandemic. So I'm gonna go ahead and chime in with one of those ways is going to be this hot music I'm about to play for you guys. So we're going to get about 5 minutes of this. You guys make sure you stay with us. We're here at Illustrate Radio on Bliss FM. Y'all gonna get this for a minute. Me and Luck gonna be back and we gonna finish chopping it up. All right, you guys. This is Illustrate Radio powered by Bliss FM, and we are back. This is T Gray. I got my girl Lucky with me. And so we are diving right in, you guys, to our Illustrate Hot Take. So the Illustrate Hot Take this evening is 5 ways to protect your mental health during the coronavirus pandemic, which is super, super important. There are a lot of people who struggle with their mental health even prior to the pandemic, but now this has come along. People are out of work, people are stressed, people are now homeschooling, doing things that they're not used to, things that they don't know. So we think it's very important that we do, try to tackle this issue. Excuse me. Very, very smart young lady. Nikita Banks is a licensed psychotherapist in Brooklyn. And she's also an author of Finding Happy 7 Steps to Relationships That Will Not Steal Your Joy. And I know that you all may think, well, hey, the coronavirus doesn't necessarily, that's not relationship, but it's always a lot of key aspects and other things that you can take and apply to life, i.e. the Bible. A lot of things that you can pull from that will apply to life. And so she has shed some light on some things that we can do. So one of those things is to be kind to yourself. I know that sounds easy, but for some people, it's not. For some people, we are our biggest critic. We are very hard on ourselves, no matter how much good we do or how much we try. We do beat ourselves down. And this right now is not the time for that. This is a time that we really should be lifting up not only other people, but start with self first. A lot of self affirmations, a lot of picking us up. So definitely be kind to yourself. Know that you are amazing and speak that good things into you. Even though if you're struggling with something that you're not used to, don't know how to do, take your time, get through it, pick yourself back up from it. You know what I mean? If you don't get it right the first time, damn it, try it again and give yourself praise for doing so. Wednesdays is big for me. Aside from this and doing my show, because even though I'm home, these are the days when I get to put some makeup on, I get to have my hair nice, I get to put on something that I felt might be a little bit cute, and it makes me feel good. Number 2, try to maintain a sense of normalcy when you can. So not going out for a lot of people can be a struggle. So maybe try some home activities that maybe might simulate going out. And I know that, some things can get boring over time, but then that's when you spice it up. That's when you start to make it fun. You can amp up your movie nights. You can amp up your card games with people. If you're by yourself and you just, stick to your normal routines, make sure that you still get up on time, make sure that you still do things in order and in a certain way, to just keep you with your normal get around, especially with exercise and things of that nature. Number 3 would be to control what you can. And that's big. I think that's big because even the Bible said, what you can do something about, do it. And when you can't, give it to God. Okay. But that's a big, big piece. Control what you can. There's going to be things that are happening now during coronavirus that we absolutely don't have any control of. This is not a narrative that we can rewrite, that we can script. We just can't. So we have to, embrace what is, fix what we can, work on what we can, and then keep moving forward. Lucky.
Harry. I wasn't so lucky.
You wasn't
I
there for a
wasn't so
second.
lucky.
So I am on. I am on number 4 of our 5 ways to protect your mental health during the coronavirus pandemic. So, number 4 is grieve all the losses, not just death. Um, so,
Mm.
what do you think about that, Lucky? To grieving all your losses and not just death, because people have experienced loss on so many different levels.
I say acknowledge it, but I say don't stay stuck on it. Acknowledge it so that you can move on and learn from it. Because the thing is, when you don't acknowledge something, which is grieve it or feel it the way it's supposed to be felt, some things always end up being unresolved or ends up happening over again. So, of course, acknowledge it and also know what this feeling felt like so you can remember it so that it doesn't happen to you again. Because people not just lost family members, they've lost jobs, they've lost other opportunities to better themselves or to go and travel. People have lost money on travel, period. So
Mhm.
even though those are small things, those are still things that keep people sane on a day-to-day basis. You know, people have lost friends. People, because if you not pick up the phone first, some friendships have also been lost because there's just so
Right,
much
right.
of personal things going on internally that sometimes we don't want to reach out to people, so we kind of like cut people off. And I do think that that is a very healthy thing to acknowledge the things that you've lost, but also learn. Hopefully, you know, you
Most
learn from
definitely,
it
most
because that's all.
definitely.
Yeah.
And so then number 5 is to seek help where you can. Um, and I wish you guys that we had a list of resources at our fingertips right now to give you. And of course, every county, every city that you're in does offer resources, but definitely that's important to seek help where you can. If you feel like you don't have anybody to talk to, whether you don't have anyone in your home, you don't have friends, you don't have a mate, whatever the case may be, you can always seek out someone else outside the home, a therapist. Or something to that effect to just kind of get some help for what you're going through. A lot of people, and not just black people, I know that's a stigma with us, but not just black people, a lot of people have a hard time asking for help or saying, hey, I or even
Hmm.
acknowledging, hey, I need the help. So that's the big thing. First you have to acknowledge that, hey, something is bigger than me right now and I know I can't handle it on my own, and let me take the proper channels to try to help to get some, to get some resolution to whatever it is. So seek help wherever you can. And sometimes, I'll be quite honest with you, I have helped total strangers just on a humble, you know what I
Mm.
mean? Just listening to my
Yep.
spirit, asking the right question, being in the right place at the right time, and people have unloaded on
The
me
right
that I
time.
didn't even
Yep.
know.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
And you never know when a listening ear is what someone else
It's
needs.
needed.
So
Needed.
that's super, super important.
Mhm.
Yeah, super important that we
And then
keep our
also
mental health.
now, there are some therapists now that are actually giving out free sessions and stuff like that during this
Yeah.
time. So I know if you Google local therapists or if you have your health insurance companies also have hotlines and things like that that you can look into. There are endless resources. I would definitely say to make sure that you take those food stamps and you fill it out because now they're doing it like $600 plus per household, depending on what it is.
Hmm.
And yes, it's probably going to be a drain to the economy, but it'll give you a leg up. My advice would be to people is that take advantage of the world being still right now so that you can get up. You understand what I'm saying? I know
Yeah,
that may
most
sound weird
definitely.
to a lot
Most
of people.
definitely.
Yeah, so I
No,
know
that's
that may
big.
sound weird
That's
to a lot
big.
of people, but
Yeah, and there's one thing that you mentioned, and it sparked another something in me. So Taraji Henson actually started like a foundation right now that helps people with mental health. And I wish I could remember the name of it, but you guys, that is something easy to Google. And she started it because of the coronavirus. So there is, you know, so many different avenues to get help right now. So we do want y'all to stay in good mental health so y'all can enjoy us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to enjoy us.
yeah,
But
when we
girl,
out and we throw some
girl,
events
it's
and
10
stuff, you know
o'clock,
what I'm
girl.
saying? But we about to be over.
We done
Woo,
gave
we
y'all
all
all we
girl.
can
Woo.
today. Okay, on Illustrate Radio. We miss Shop, we miss Cyrus, we miss
That's
the
what's up. Shout out to
studio, but we
Illustrate
still
Radio.
hear you
It's still
guys. So
alive.
you make sure
Miss
that you
Chalk.
tune in every Wednesday from 9 to 10 p.m. We will be
Yeah.
right here on Bliss FM. I'm T Gray. You can find me at the love below _ sex talk with T Gray. And Miss Lucky, what's your IG for everybody?
Oh, I have an endless. I'm a true Jamaican, so I got three IGs. So it's Lucky Lay Marie. Then I have Magical AF podcast, and I also have at Sensi Sweet. So SENSISUITE, and you can clearly hear my kids calling "Mommy" in the background.
In the
She's like,
background.
"It's 10 o'clock."
And of
You say
course,
10 o'clock.
you guys, Chalk is at the plug, pretty best friend. And this DA plug, pretty best friend. Our DJ Cyrus is at King Cyrus Stamp. Make sure you check us all out. And so we gonna leave y'all
Good
with a
night.
little Tootsie slide as we slide on up out of here. Okay, y'all enjoy. Y'all have a good night.